It's so good to be here in South Carolina.
We can accomplish everything here at this university.
Here it is, the best opening in college football. Dynamite touchdown, South Carolina. I'm on the shades, man. And you can feel the energy in the stadium.
How we doing? Good. Welcome back.
Hello and welcome into Gamecock football with Coach Beamer. Carolina is 4-3 on the season, just having taken down Oklahoma in Norman. Coach, congratulations on your game against the Sooners. Well, now you got 5 straight games in November. 3 of those teams are ranked at this time right now. And essentially, what is the midway point of the season? How do you feel about the progress of your team and prepare to go the rest of the way?
Yeah, like where we are. Obviously, the off week's coming at a great time, coming off a great win that we had last week in Norman. But I like the progress that we've made. You know, Lenoris being a young quarterback, he continues to get more experience. Playing at a high level on defense, but at the same time, there's a lot that we can improve in all 3 phases, and that's what we've been hard at work at on the bye week this week, and we know we have a grind coming up here in the month of November with 5 straight games, but looking forward to the challenge and playing our best football down the stretch here.
I was somewhat surprised in a physical football game with Oklahoma where you had 9 sacks, 13 tackles for a loss. Basically, we came out healthy in that ball game.
Yeah.
Did that continue after we got back to Columbia? And on our Prisma Health Injury Report, how's the football team?
Yeah, Prisma Health Injury Report is stellar this week as well. So we're in great shape. Kudos to our strength and conditioning staff, training, nutrition, everyone to be fairly healthy as we go into November. Got to continue to stay healthy for sure. But yeah, coming out of the Oklahoma game, no real issues. If we had a game Saturday, no one would miss that had played in the Oklahoma game. And then some of the guys like DeAndre Jules and Jared Brown that missed the Oklahoma game, we're optimistic that we'll get back for Texas A&M.
That's our Prisma Health Injury Report. Much more to come on this second bye-week edition of Gamecock Football with Coach Shane Beamer.
Britons of Columbia, dressing South Carolina for success since 1946.
I know what it takes to build a winning culture, and I see that shining brightly every day in our long-standing partnership with Prisma Health. Prisma's commitment to helping our players achieve their best gives us an advantage every time we take the field. Prisma is on a mission to illuminate a better view of health for all our Gamecock athletes and for communities across the Midlands, upstate, and beyond. There's nobody our team trusts more, as together we see a healthy, hopeful way forward.
Welcome. What does farm to table mean to you? Fresher, tastier food? Sitting down with family and friends at local restaurants? Sure, but thanks to South Carolina farmers and chefs, you can enjoy farm to table anywhere. That's because when you buy certified SC, you're supporting South Carolina farmers and getting locally grown food that's perfect for whatever table. So choose local, choose fresh. It's a matter of taste.
Southern Way Catering is the official partner of South Carolina Athletics for special events in Williams-Brice Stadium. Book your next event with Southern Way and experience unparalleled hospitality. To tour one of our new premium spaces, call 803-783-1061 or visit the website at thesouthernway.com.
Well, when you're traveling to one of the premier spots in all of college football, you don't need to set the scene, but we thought you might be interested on how it was on game day in Oklahoma and get the highlights of Carolina football.
Are you ready for Carolina football? This is the Gamecock Sports Network from Learfield. And today, for the first time ever on the gridiron, the Gamecocks will face a program with deep ties to the Southwest and 7 national championships and 7 Heisman Trophy winners that is now coming to the fold of the SEC to try and continue its winning tradition. It's Carolina versus Oklahoma. A man across his face, fake inside, wants to throw it. Here comes Kyle Kennard. Couldn't quite get the young quarterback and is thrown down the field and is picked off. The Gamecocks have got it. E-Man Worry came across all the way on the drag route. And Hawkins, the freshman quarterback, makes his first mistake on the first play of the ball game, and Carolina's got it. Sellers claps the hands. Now I'm going to call him in. Across his face, that's Bennett. It will be Sanders left side, trying for the pylon. Turns the corner and into the end zone. Touchdown Carolina. Boom, let's go. Dual threat quarterback fakes inside. He wants to throw it under pressure. The Gamecocks are there and there's a fumble. Carolina picks it up at the 35. 10-5. Touchdown. Are you kidding me? From 37 yards out. The Gamecocks get their second turnover of this early afternoon. The extra point could make it 14-0. For a touchdown. You darn right it is, because that's what happened. 14-0, and Shane Beamer beaming over on that Czar sideline. Hawkins, freshman, takes it in the pocket, gets in as he throws it. Into coverage again, and picked up again. At the 40 of Carolina, down the near sideline. That's E-Man Worry towards the end zone. Are you kidding me? Touchdown Carolina. Touchdown Nick E-Man Worry. Sellers stepping back, going down the sideline, got Josh Simon at the 2 and into the end zone. Touchdown Carolina. Touchdown Josh Simon. Carolina up 32-9, 4th down and 9. The ball on the 25-yard line. Oklahoma going for it. And in the pocket and now down on the ground.
Guess who?
That is Kyle Kennard. You can only keep him down for so long, and a turnover on downs as good as it gets. Minus 11 on the play. Back up in his own end zone. Arnold gonna roll right, drops one down to Barnes at the 8-yard line. Trying to make people miss, makes one miss. The ball pops out, but watch out, was he on the ground? Gamecock definitely have it. Another turnover.
A fumble recovered by the defense.
Another turnover. And Jalen Kilgore
May have been Bam.
is the one that knocked it out, and Bam Martin's the one that got it. The Gamecocks go on the road in the Southeastern Conference in the first ever meeting with the Oklahoma Sooners in Norman, Oklahoma. They get the win 35-9. Tremendous defensive effort from the get-go. 21-0, 5 minutes into the ball game from turnovers, takeaways, scoop and scores, pick 6. It had everything you wanted in that first quarter, and Oklahoma could never recover.
Well, great to see the look in Oklahoma. What a dominating win it was, Coach. And now this time of the season, maybe I know you're appreciating, as I see we go on the road, how many people it takes to get Gamecock football going, get them to where we need to be, and have us be successful. And I thought maybe we would turn our Terminex Pest player of the ball game into kind of the group or overall program, what it takes to run Carolina football right now.
Yeah, absolutely. The Terminex Pest people of the week for sure is just, to me, everyone in this program, and not just on the trip to Oklahoma. That's a long way to go. And you have truck drivers that have to get all of our equipment from Columbia to Norman and make that drive. So appreciative of them and the training staff and the equipment staff and nutrition and weight room and just the people in this program. You know, for us, the thing that I'm proud of, Todd, is we were going into that game 3-3. We'd had 2 heartbreaking losses to LSU and Alabama by a total of 5 points. It would have been very easy for the people in this program to go the other way. And if anything, they came even closer together and had our best performance of the season last week out in Norman. So certainly kudos to the people in this program, players, coaches, staff, and we're going to need everyone here as we go into November and play these last 5 games.
Yeah, it is thrilling and also, really impactful on my life to see to a person the pain that you have when you have those short losses across the board. Yeah. Every one of those groups that you talked about, and then to see how thrilled they are as well, no matter what they do, drive the truck, the managers, everybody else in that regard. It was great to have that win and get them to celebrate as well. Hey, much more to come. We got a film room when we come back on Gamecock Football with Coach Beamer.
Join us every Thursday at Backstreet's Grill on Devine Street for Carolina Calls from 6 to 7 p.m. Visit backstreetsgrill.com to learn more about their unique food and drink options.
It's Truck Month at your Carolina Ford dealers. Get great offers on a large selection of Ford F-150 trucks with available smart tech like Ford Blue Cruise, the hands-free highway driver assist feature named Consumer Reports' top-rated active driving assistance system 2 years in a row. Tough this smart can only be found here during Ford Truck Month. Get up to $10,500 in total savings plus 3 years of Ford Blue Cruise on a 2024 Ford F-150 XLT Hybrid.
They say home is where the heart is, and that's never been more true than it is right here, right now. And it's why we're proud to partner with Colonial Life. Colonial Life reminds us to stand together no matter what, and to lift each other up, both in support and celebration. So if you're a Colonial Life policyholder, business owner, community partner, or a fellow fan, thank you, because you make this house a home.
What does farm to table mean to you? Fresher, tastier food? Sitting down with family and friends at local restaurants? Sure, but thanks to South Carolina farmers and chefs, you can enjoy farm to table anywhere. That's because when you buy certified SC, you're supporting South Carolina farmers and getting locally grown food that's perfect for whatever table. So choose local, choose fresh. It's a matter of taste.
You've never been afraid to put in the work. The extra early, extra late, extra work. Because you understand that education is the key that unlocks everything. Better pay, better hours, better opportunities, a better you. And playing the lottery is no different. Getting educated before you play gives you the tools you need to be a better player, like knowing when to play and when to take a rain check. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou to be a better player.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, when you have the power and technology of a Ford F-150 on your team, it's game on. For great offers or to learn more about F-150, go to buyfordnow.com and see your Carolina Ford dealer, official partner of Gamecock Athletics.
Well, anyone who watched the Oklahoma game knew that we had a outstanding, dominating defensive performance. We thought it'd be a good time to get with Coach Clayton White in the film room and find out how the Gamecocks got it done.
Welcome back into the Gamecocks Plus film room. I'm Dakota Watson. I am joined by, I guess we could call it the man of the hour at this point because Coach Clayton White has been on a roll this year, and the whole defense really has. So, Coach, I appreciate you taking some time off on this, what is probably a busy bye week for you guys, I assume?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but we like to call them bye days. It's just Saturday we get off. So, but no, it's a good time to self-reflect and get ourselves back dialed in, get ready for the final part of this season.
I'm happy to help you self-reflect a little bit and look at some of this film, but what's been kind of the key or a couple keys real quick to how incredible this defense has been, especially recently?
I would say just the buy-in from the guys. Our guys understand that we have some depth on our defense, and And guys are, when they're out there, they're going as hard as they can because they know that they're probably going to get subbed out in 2 series, mainly, especially up front 7. And I think that's the main part. And our guys are playing with confidence and they're practicing the right way. And I think that all those things start to carry over.
We've talked about depth with several different guys on defense and how huge and important that is to not just have depth, but have talented depth. Yeah. And that's kind of, I didn't think about what you just said, which is like guys are going to go 110% every play because they know they probably have less time out there because of how many talented guys are behind them, pushing them for reps. So that's really cool. But one thing I've loved to watch is it's not just the D-line, which everybody's been talking about. It's not just that back, for the DBs who are playing well. It's a linebacker. Everybody's playing well. And it's a cool, fun unit to watch. And I love good, gritty defensive football anyway, so I'm all about it.
I hope we all do.
Yeah, I think everybody's cool with it, right? Especially Gamecock fans right now. But let's take a look at some of this film from the Oklahoma game. It was just a defensive performance to remember for sure.
So the very first one we have here is going to be the Tonka's fumble recovery. It started out here. We just playing our base defense here. They're doing a little check with me, and the very first pick that Nick Emenwari had, Demetrius Knight could have what we call added in on the run. Once it's a pass, your guy blocks, you can now add in, become an extra rusher. So here's a great clip of him. We call this adding in here. And that's a great job of just accelerating to the ball. And I thought Kennard did a good job of, our rush is making his back go block to him. That's Dylan. And so now he gets to add in. We call these add in sacks. And obviously a great strip, way to go for the ball, and great scoop here. Watch this nice bounce here right to Tonka. So beautiful play.
Yeah, a couple things had to go right on that bounce. But that's how it is. That's how football is. And when you're in the right place, typically good things happen. And there were 4 or 5 black helmets right there, too. So it wasn't like all or nothing for him, which is cool.
That was pretty cool.
Going through real quick, you said kind of an add-on play there for D Knight. Like, how do you have to balance reading if he's doing a quick chip and heading out to the flats, or how do you kind of read when to go?
Well, I mean, we tell them to add in right at their work. So the running back here is his work. So his eyes, you can see the stripe of his helmet. He's staring it back down. And once he sees that the back is committed on Dylan, obviously the tight end's on the ground, make a full speed decision, which he did here, and be aggressive and go for the ball. I thought it was a really smart play by him. He didn't do it the very first play of the game. So saw it on the iPad, fixed it, and there it was.
And making a huge play that results in a touchdown.
Yep, that was huge.
We've talked about with other coaches too, just how big it is to have everybody working together and how it does work. Coincide. The defensive line got the pressure.
Yes, absolutely.
That's why that was able to happen. If Dylan doesn't get the pressure again there, which again he forced an interception later too.
Yes, sir,
but then D Knight can't come on the rush, and that's what caused the fumble. Tonka picks it up, scoop and score. Thick 6, is that cool?
A scoop 6.
I'll take it.
What did you say?
A thick 6.
Thick 6.
You've heard that, Coach.
I've never heard that one, bro.
There's no way I'm the first person to use that one. Thick 6.
I've never heard that. Oh, because he was a big dude?
That's right.
Okay,
You've
I got
heard
it.
that one, Coach.
I know you heard that one.
Sound and Images has been providing the Midlands and South Carolina with professional audio-visual services for over 40 years. Now we're home to one of the most advanced venue and meeting spaces in the state. Experiencing the latest in video conferencing, live streaming, and virtual presentations at the new Sound and Images Business Center. We have space for every need, from smaller personal rooms to large rooms for conferences and events. Conveniently located just a few minutes from downtown. Elevate your AV and call Sound and Images today.
Welcome.
Hey Gamecock Nation, Coach Shane Beamer here. Experience the most electrifying entrance in all of college football as Cocky's Game Day Guest, presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get 2 tickets to the Missouri game, 2 pregame sideline passes, plus hotel accommodations and more. Visit usccontest.com and enter today for your chance to be Cockey's game day guest. Brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Good hard work has earned Walker Jennings the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the men's golf team, Walker is a finance major at South Carolina. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Hawkins, freshman, takes it in the pocket, gets in as he throws it into coverage again, and picked off again at the 40 of Carolina down the near sideline. That's Eman Worry towards the end zone. Are you kidding me? Touchdown Carolina. Touchdown Nick Eman Worry.
That's our Sandsbury Eye Center. Did you see that play? Coach, it's our second one from the Oklahoma ball game. This one from Nick Eman Worry, and it's interesting. Game week, we chose right after the game Tonka Hemingway's scoop and score. This is the pick six from Eman Worry. And then the SEC recognizes them this week as defensive standouts.
Yeah, pretty neat for both those guys. And love both those plays. And then talking about the Nick play in particular on this one, it's just you see all 11 guys on defense. First of all, Dylan Stewart getting pressure on the quarterback, which he hits the quarterback, causes a bad throw. Nick makes the interception. You see DQ Smith, the other safety, with a great block to get the return started. You see Debo Williams, who I kid Debo in his younger days, he would have blindside blocked that guy and probably would have been a 15-yard targeting penalty. But you see Debo being very disciplined and just getting in the guy's way and allowing the return to continue. And then you see, I believe, Bam Martin-Scott downfield making a block to get him into the end zone as well. So it's a great job, all 11 guys on defense, affecting the quarterback, making the interception, and then getting that ball in the end zone as well. So Nick's second pick six of the season now, going back to the Kentucky game as well.
That's nice to have choices from a single game, and that's our Sandsbury Eye Center. Did you see that play? You know, that was early on in the ball game. There were a lot of factors that resulted in a big Gamecock win, and all of that culminated in a great celebration in the Gamecock locker room in Oklahoma.
Listen. I worked here 3 years and had a great 3 years here and grateful for my time here. But the thing that I'm most grateful for, and this is real talk now, the thing that I'm most grateful for, and I was around some great players and coaches and teams when I was here, but the thing that I'm most grateful for is that coming here to Oklahoma led me to Columbia, fellas. And Coach Tanner, who just got in here and danced with y'all, all right, took a chance on me as an assistant coach here, and to come back to South Carolina, that was my dream job because I knew what this place could be. And my time here at Oklahoma opened that door for me to be able to come to South Carolina, which is the only place I've ever wanted to coach, man. So I appreciate you guys as well for the way that you performed today.
If the Gamecocks record 350 yards or more on offense, go to the notifications on the Gamecock Game Day app to learn how to receive a free 3-piece chicken tenders with any purchase from Hardee's after regular breakfast hours at Columbia and Orangeburg participating locations on Monday.
You've never been afraid to put in the work. The extra early, extra late, extra work. Because you understand that education is the key that unlocks everything. Better pay, better hours, better opportunities, a better you. And playing the lottery is no different. Getting educated before you play gives you the tools you need to be a better player. Like knowing when to play and when to take a rain check. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou to be a better player.
Sound and Images has been providing the Midlands and South Carolina with professional audio-visual services for over 40 years. Now we're home to one of the most advanced venue and meeting spaces in the state. Experiencing the latest in video conferencing, live streaming, and virtual presentations at the new Sound and Images Business Center. We have space for every need, from smaller personal rooms to large rooms for conferences and events. Conveniently located just a few minutes from downtown. Elevate your AV and call Sound and Images today.
Okay, so you need to pick up the dog from the groomer, get the laundry, and you finish the book for book club, right?
Book club. Of course I did. Yep. See you there, honey. It was the best of times.
It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. But the good physician of the Republic would deserve better still. Save him now, my doctor. Save him. His father.
When you have 537 pages to go, there's a RAV for that. Right now, lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid LE for just $359 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
They say home is where the heart is, and that's never been more true than it is right here, right now. And it's why we're proud to partner with Colonial Life. Colonial Life reminds us to stand together no matter what, and to lift each other up, both in support and celebration. So if you're a Colonial Life policyholder, business owner, community partner, or a fellow fan, thank you, because you make this house a home.
Britons of Columbia, dressing South Carolina for success since 1946.
And welcome back. It's our second edition of a bye-week show on Gamecock Football with Shane Beamer. Coach, as usual, in these I ask you two things. Give us a Toyota key to the game for part of the open date, and then looking ahead to your next opponent, which is Texas A&M, the first of 3 ranked opponents you'll have in November.
Yeah, as far as the bye week, we've got a bigger body of work than what we had the previous bye week, in that we've now played 7 games. So we have an even better understanding of who we are as a team, what we need to continue to improve on, where we're falling behind right now. So we were really able to attack that during the bye week. And then give our players a weekend off. Coaches will go out recruiting. Ton of momentum and energy right now about Gamecock football. So it's great to get out on the road and share that great news in high schools across the country. And then we'll get back to work on Sunday, full speed ahead on Texas A&M. We've introduced them a little bit during the bye week, but we'll be full speed ahead on them when we come back after the off weekend. And just looking at them this week, obviously really, really talented. I mean, they had #1 recruiting classes when Coach Fisher was there, and those guys haven't disappeared. They're all there. So really disruptive front seven, their defense, and quarterback's a good athlete. They've played a couple quarterbacks this year, but very efficient right now. So I think the #1 key for us is our crowd. A night game in Williams-Brice Stadium, which everyone I know around here loves, and is sad that we haven't had a lot of them this year, so we get one. The last true night kickoff of the season, because I know our last 2 home games are late afternoon games, so we need Williams-Brice Stadium rocking. And then certainly, like I said before the Oklahoma game, we need some special teams plays. I remember the last time A&M came to town, that was after a bye week, and Xavier Leggett started that game off with a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And we need to have that early momentum like we had the last time the Aggies came here for sure.
Another ranked opponent coming to Williams-Brice Stadium, but in an R setting at night game, 7:30 or 7:45, I think they're talking about for that. We'll have an update for you on the Gamecock Sports Network. Stay tuned with that. In the meantime, have a great open date week. We will see you at Williams-Brice Stadium. This is Gamecock football. And by the way, those are the Toyota keys to the game. Toyota, let's go places. We will make sure that we see you at Williams-Brice Stadium. Thanks for being with us on Gamecock football with Coach Beamer.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.